Hello, everyone. Welcome to A Link to the Past Randomizer Hybrid Major Glitches 2023. I'm Check Human, and I'll be on commentary tonight. We have Other Tom tracking, and this is a race between Malmo and thisisnotyoho, and our runners are off. Malmo starting in Sanctuary, Yoho in Sanctuary, Malmo at Link's house. We get a quick map check from Yoho. We see Green Pendant Hera. Meanwhile, Malmo takes a peek at Hylia Island. So Malmo's opening is with Hobo under the bridge, and she gets the fake flipper, very good. Yoho finds 300 rupees in the Bonk Rocks, but Hobo has just 5 rupees. So Yoho taking the North Hyrule route now. We'll be checking Lumberjack. Malmo most likely doing the same thing. Nothing at Lumberjack today. So let's see. Malmo is following in Yoho's footsteps, and Yoho finds the cape in the thieves' hideout. And for anyone new to Hybrid Major Glitches, this is a Major Glitches mode, so Major Glitches are expected. Out-of-bounds clips, screen wraps, and other medium Major Glitches. And we'll see one of the key features of this mode, which is a DMA, Death Mountain Ascent. Yoho is ascending Death Mountain with the quote-unquote new DMA, and takes it into the entrance of the Old Man Cave. Malmo almost dodges the cape and then decides to pick it up. The cape is pretty useful in all kinds of safety situations and fast movement situations, but is not really required. It is not really required for the mode. It might be required for Spike Cave or something. Yoho takes some damage, but gets the Old Man refill. It's Hyrule parkour in Hybrid Major Glitches, so our runners can leap to anywhere they wish, essentially. Oh, we get the teleport from Yoho. I don't see that too much in this tournament. Yoho decides not to pick up 3 bombs. I'm slightly surprised by that, since Graveyard Ledge is a good time to pick up bombs. But he'll instead go for a refill of 4 by re-entering. There we go. Oh, a return. He'll go for max bombs. Malmo shows us a different way to get to Graveyard Ledge. That involves dash buffers. It's a newer method. And Yoho uses the offset camera after the DMD to fall into Houlihan. Now has over 500 rupees. I'm wondering if this Hobo clip will turn into a fake flipper route to Ice God Cave and Zora. Malmo also gets the Houlihan rupees. Yeah, Yoho continues this route. If it goes to Ice Rock Cave, it would be slope swim or swimmy G. Let's see what Yoho goes for. Yep, the swimmy G. Nice setup. Gets the clip right away. Now let's see if he enters Ice Rock Cave. He does. And back on land. Meanwhile, Malmo finds only rupees in Sahas's closet. Alright, so Yoho avoiding crabs, sticking to the top wall. Indeed, Yoho's carrying this route to Zora. And Malmo is taking South Shore. Yoho finds a bottle. And Malmo continues to Mini Moldarm Cave. Zora has a sword. Let's pick it up. Very good. Nice find for Yoho. I would not be surprised if Malmo continues from here to Ice Rock Cave and Zora's Domain. Yoho has the advantage of having a fighter sword for South Shore. Yeah, Malmo continues eastward. Malmo, being careful with the crabs. Wants a lineup to dash, but takes a second to get one. Okay, so Yoho continues into Mini Moldarms. Oh, takes a fall. Careful. Taking a hit from a Moldarm could be a death, but Yoho's fine. Gets the nice bonk across. This junk here, and Malmo now going to Waterfall. Malmo is going to show us what is in the... Okay, so that's a fairy in a bottle for Malmo. I missed that before. I know Yoho has a fairy as well. I'm pretty sure of it. Looks like Malmo's headed to Zora and will be picking up a sword as well. Meanwhile, Yoho goes for the Paraclip. We'll be seeing a lot of this dungeon. And there we go, nice cane. Cane in the basement cage. So what's next for Malmo? Will it be the mountain? Looks like it. So we have no keys in the main lobby of Hera. Just a single item. Time to search the rest of Death Mountain. And Yoho doing the turtle rock climb in the light world to take the land bridge. Yoho gets dead rocked, but it's just 300 rupees on the island. Yoho going into Spiral Cave and finds 3 bombs. Alright, then we have more Eastern Death Mountain overworld for Yoho. Our runners have to be careful. They could take a death from a Tektite. Yoho checks Paradox Cave and finds Ether. Malmo shows us a nice little shortcut to go to Paradox, and it's a safety route as well. Yoho took 3 Cane Blasts to get past the pegs. Just testing the switch. Just junk. More junk. Nothing too good in our big item dense caves. Could Yoho be going to Kakariko Village now? That's right. And with very few items, Malmo starting at Sanctuary, probably also a Kakariko play. The book is in Blind's Hut. Not surprised to see similar plays from our runners. Sphere 1 is wide open. Palace of Darkness is open. Escape is open. Desert. There's a lot to do. Even without the help of any items. Fire Rod is in the well. And we don't really have any items that would indicate a spicy Moon Pearl at this point. It's starting to look like Moon Pearl will just show up. Yoho goes for a DoorDash, but is somehow misaligned. Not sure how. Sick Kid is available, and there it is. There's our Moon Pearl. So we needed, let's say the logical bottle was Waterfall Fairy. We just needed to water walk there. And that's what we did. Nothing in the library. Alright, Yoho is clipping down to desert. And there we go. So here is a lamp on Desert Ledge. So what is available at this point? Our runners could fight Landmo if they wanted to. It's not necessarily bound to happen, as they would be stuck at Landmo. Malmo shows us an alternate version of the desert clip, another slightly newer version. Yoho gets a key from the torch. Piece of heart in the map room. That's one item so far. Malmo following closely behind. Pretty fun to see parity in item checks from our runners. I don't think there's a single difference between them. I did not see Yoho check the Hylia Island, but I think he did actually. My guess is that he checks it when he is on the water walk. And there's a red rupee. And desert is clear. Defeating Landmo has no advantage at this point. And our runners can exit desert and continue the overworld checks. Nothing at Bombo's tablet. $8.45. 5 rupees. Malmo, look out for Geldman. Alright, so Yoho. I didn't see if our runners clipped to K45 in the same way. I like Malmo's method though. Malmo showing us the hold up left method of getting into Agina's cave, which is the optimal movement. And what does Yoho want to do now? Is it time to go to King's Tomb? Time to go to Pod? What do we want to do? Yoho wants to go to the Dark World. That's interesting. We do have Moon Pearl. So everything's open. And we have a pendant, TR, and IP. Malmo shows us Ether Tablet, which Yoho skipped. Just a little piece of love. And Yoho gives us what we all came here to see, Death Mountain Super Drop. We get a map check from Malmo as well. And so, wrapping 8 times around the map sends Yoho to the bottom of the world upon transitioning. Malmo doing a DMD to North Dark World. So Yoho starts with Hype Cave here. So our runners have checked mostly the same things in the Light World. Wow, I didn't see what was on Bumper Ledge. Interesting. And that includes Kakariko. So both runners have been to Kakariko Village at this point. Yoho finds Hammer and Master Sword in Hype Cave. That's quite nice. So Yoho has a bit of a sword advantage. if he continues to Skullwoods. Powder as well. Powder is on Stumpy. Malmo continues to the back of Skull Woods. Yoho is told it's time to go out in the middle of his clip to Meyer. There's going to be some junk rain, and Yoho spots the medallion, which is hard to decipher. Tom says it's ether, so I'll take that. Yoho finds mirror in Blind's hut. Oh, what does Yoho want to do now? Yoho wants to go to desert, right? So there we go. Interesting mirror portal placement. I'm not guaranteeing that he can return. I'm not sure. That mirror portal placement was so low. It was on the rocks. Okay, Malmo's being careful. Picks up a heart. Smartly getting the magic. Looks like about 7/8 magic meter. Meanwhile, Yoho going to Landmo. And this moth fight is dangerous. Malmo's got to be careful with 2 hearts remaining. No magic remaining. A little surprising. Because it looks like a 1/8 meter, but it's not. Okay, we got a charging moth. It was too fast. Malmo couldn't turn around in time. Oh, we have a fairy. Hello. That's quite nice. Very good. We'll have to see if Yoho can save time on that fight. Yoho does have the advantage of having a hammer and a level 2 sword. Yeah, Yoho can't do this. I would have placed the portal simply against the top wall if I were he. But yeah, it can be. You just have to place a bomb when leaving desert, I believe. Alright, Malmo continues her search of Skull. I believe she has 1 junk item so far. This is Yoho's check of Ether Medallion. Oh, I forgot where our runners picked up Ether. I didn't notice that. So that's quite interesting. They could opt to go to Meyer as soon as they're there the next. We'll see Yoho go to Skullwoods here most likely. I didn't see what Malmo picked up, but it sounded like a heart. I don't know. Yeah, it sounds like Yoho missed the opportunity to go into Meyer. Going to desert first would have made sense for a heart refill or just a pause to think about what the next play might be. We will probably see Yoho return, but we'll see. Malmo is searching VOO. Will she go to Thieves Town? Looks like it. A fire shield in the first chest. Okay, a red boomerang for Malmo. Yoho dashes away from the key, but picks it back up. Alright, we got a sword spin strat from Yoho. Yoho's gotta be careful. 3 hearts already. And mobility is a bit reduced with sword spins, but there we go. Yoho defeats Mothula handily. Malmo using Cape to get through the rough RNG of Hellway. Oh, Yoho can check pedestal here. Very cool. So we have a Quake medallion. Our runners will not be picking that up today. We only care about the Ether medallion for Meyer. So Malmo did not have that opportunity because she did not have Mirror. Mirror is in Meyer Hut. And Yoho will continue searching Skull. Let's see what his route is. Yes, it is a full heart. Second to last chest. So Yoho is done with Skullwoods at this point. We'll be continuing to Thieves Town is my guess. Malmo has no small key, and the big chest is not a worry today. So our runners are sort of losing their similar pace. Divergence has sent them in different directions, but toward the same region. Yoho has had to double across the overworld, losing a bit of time. Malmo has lost a bit of time on a boss fight. So our runners are still about at the same place, and it feels like Malmo is ahead, but not really. We really don't know. They're at a similar pace. Yoho does have Desert down. So what's next for Yoho? Mirroring. He's got the powder, so this will be a powder turn in. Doesn't even need to use glitches to get in. Can use hammer. And let's see what the magic back has for us. Just a heart container. Okay. This is interesting for Malmo. I am curious whether she goes into Mire. My guess is that she doesn't, with only Fire Sword as a weapon, but maybe she does. Maybe she clears it and doesn't fight the boss. Funny that Malmo gets the right chest first. Not sure I've seen that pattern. Additionally, the left chest had mirror, which allows mirror block erase. Yeah, Malmo goes into Mire, using Ether to do what it does to the rain, makes it stop, and opens the way. Hammer was in Hype Cave. Malmo has not been there yet, but is making her way in that direction. Nice God Pixel for Yoho. And doesn't even need to use Cape. And bombs from Malmo. She's continuing on. There's the big key for Malmo. So which direction is best at this point? She hesitates but goes to the right. Yoho in Thieves Town has the advantage of using hammer. That's pretty useful. So Malmo will be skipping cutscene chest for now. She may return to it. Oh, Yoho has mirror. So Yoho uses the strat of mirroring to return blind, which is quite interesting. It's one of those things I always heard about, but never have seen. And here it is. Alright. I have not seen 2 items for Malmo yet. It's possible I missed them, but she's still checking chests. So I think she's still looking for the second item. And she's now going to cutscene chest. I assume she'll check the item. Because that's not all we need to do here. We could clip to Hera from here. Yeah, Malmo is lighting the torches. And Thieves Town is done for Yoho. Yoho wants spin speed to get to the next thing. The south transition. And yes, this is Yoho's foray back to Meyer. I think Yoho will clear the dungeon. That's my guess. Meanwhile, Malmo will not be clearing the dungeon. She is instead clipping to Hera. And a nice and easy bomb clip. She starts beeping, but that's fine because we're clipping directly to the fairy room. Malmo is immediately able to use her big key and fall directly to the big chest for a big key. So the game expects us to unlock Hera with the Meyer big key in this seed, and that's only if we full clear the game. It might not be required to do this. But Malmo will be checking Moldorm. We have found one item so far in Hera. It remains true that there are 2 items in Hera. Alright, so Rage Phase. Are we going to be using Cape? Nah. Malmo just dashes in, defeats Moldorm. Okay, so Hera's now clear. Malmo has the opportunity to pick up a falling crystal. Will not be doing that. It makes more sense to get the crystal from Vitreous's room. And there's more to do here. Malmo is continuing to swamp. This is essentially the logical way to get into Swamp Palace. And specifically, we want to unlock the front door 9 out of 10 times. So Malmo is preparing keys, making sure to never leave Swamp without a key. Let's get that pot key. Malmo will not be checking. And there we go. Malmo's unlocked the door. She's out. She's not taking any chances with items in Swamp that could mess up her keys. Specifically the big key. And indeed, Yoho is continuing to the Vitreous, and Malmo is checking Hype Cave. Malmo will be finding the much needed hammer and sword upgrade. She probably wishes she had those before. That's okay though. Malmo's making progress. And in fact will show us new stuff. In fact, Malmo immediately uses the hammer to cross the hammer bridge. Meanwhile, Yoho in Spooky 2 gets the AD Spooky. Alright, Malmo is showing us a new setup to get into a fake flipper state and will now be going into the pyramid using the Tam Swam method of slope swimming. We see bombs on Pyramid Ledge. And we have a Vitreous fight for Yoho, so Yoho's got to be careful. Down to 1 heart. I think Yoho has a fairy, but I cannot promise that. He's being careful. Has to walk in front of the lightning. Is frame rolling through the lightning. How long will this go on? It stops here, but he has a fairy. Curious whether he knew that. Okay, Uncle time. Malmo's checking Uncle at 40 minutes into the seed. Relatively early. And nothing so far. Time for the rest of Escape. Oh! Yo, for some reason, is not getting upward hits on Vitreous. Maybe because he's going for sword dashes but doesn't get his sword out in time? Not quite sure what is going on with that. Okay. Yoho's got it under control. And Vitreous is down. Has a small key. And I didn't see whether Yoho cleared Meyer fully. I suspect he'll return and give us the unlocking route that we saw from Malmo. Hookshot. Hookshot is in Boomerang Chest of Escape. So what's next for Malmo? She continues to the sewers. Meanwhile, Yoho will be checking cutscene chest. A couple of slow-paced checks for both of our runners. What's in Dark Cross? Nothing but a map. So, we're stuck here. What does Malmo want to do next? Nothing from here is very fast, but she could go west or she can go north. Let's see what she wants to do. First of all, yeah, there we go. She wants to go west. So what this is a moat swim to Hammerpeg's cave. So Malmo swims along the bottom wall, will be holding up left and splashes it out. And there we go. This is an in-logic check. Requires fake flippers sometimes if we don't have flippers. Hammer is required to get in here by logic. Oh, Malmo can escape hammer pegs with clip, with a hookshot clip, and very nice. Yoho finds the big key in the big chest. So this is interesting for Yoho. I don't know how much he cares about clearing the dungeon, but he's going to do it from bottom to the top, as required by law. And this, just in case Yoho does not find the hook, opening this door will allow him to ascend the dungeon from its entrance. He won't have to do that in this seed, but it's available. And shoutouts to our runners for showing us a lot of different glitches. And a lot of overworld glitches are similar patterns. Underworld glitches are essentially just 4 clips that are done on diagonal walls. And Yoho's taking a chance here, and we'll be opening the swamp chests. Oh hey, how about that? There's a tempered sword for Yoho. And will Yoho show us the opening chest? Yeah, so that's quite interesting. It's just... Oh hey, nice GT clip for Malmo. Both of our runners take a dip into the Swamp Palace moat. Or pond. Or bog, I guess. Not really sure what it is. So Yoho shows us that there are simply 4 items remaining after finding 2 of them. Uh-oh. Yoho's doing an older method of getting fake flippers. Alright, Yoho gets a safe transition up. We'll be doing the Tam Swam. There we go. So, meanwhile, Malmo is in GT. Starts with Tile Room. Gets Bombos out of it. Interesting. But does not do anything for us. A sluice? Well, you're the authority. I believe it. Thank you, Swamp Palace. Alright, Malmo is down with right side. Continues now to the left side. Malmo with 13 hearts will be skipping this heart container on the torch. Alright, so Yoho's turn to do escape. Both of our runners being very thorough, making similar calls here. GT is definitely an interesting choice. Around this time, if we can't really complete any more dungeons, but we do have Hammer and Hookshot, and by the way, Cane and Fire Rod, this is a good time to check GT for its bounty of items. At this point, I'm doubting that all 20 will be junk. I think we'll find something good. Oh, there it is, the mirror shield. Hopefully we find something else, though. You know, Bombos was here as well. But let's hope there's something that's a little bit more significant. Another bottle with another fairy in it. I'm guessing we won't have to use Death Warping anymore, so it's fine to have a fairy. And there is Yoho's half magic. Aha, here's a glove and a mushroom. Both of these are intriguing, but not doing anything for our crystal dungeons. Glove gives us access to Gold Stair now, one of our pendants. Malmo holds down right. You love to see it. Alright, Malmo has big key. We'll be checking big chest. Alright, Yoho's done with this route. Interesting. So, similar calls from both runners avoiding catfish. And it makes sense to me, since catfish is commonly a check done after hookshot cave. Typically faster to check. Alright, Malmo. Full hearts. Yes, it's time for Beamos 2. Alright, Yoho's doing something different. This is interesting. So Yoho's going to hookshot cave here. It could be the route that I just described. I'm not sure. I missed that one. But there's the bow. That's exactly what Yoho wanted. Because he dodged GT to come here. He can now full clear GT, and by the way, he could also continue to pod and Eastern. He did not have a glove to get into Hookshot Cave, so he'll lose a little time getting in here. And yeah, gets the dash turn, should be able to do the screen wrap and get in. Oh yes, Malmo has a glove now, so immediately her next play is Back of Escape. Nothing but junk. Oh, silvers. Okay, so both bows are in East Death Mountain. Including flippers. Here's flippers. Hookshot blocked. Alright, what's next for Malmo? She's on Death Mountain. I'm thinking we'll see the similar item collection from her. And what's next for Yoho? Is it GT time? Could it be? Or does Yoho want to do something different? Do Pod Eastern? What does he want to do? It's definitely an option. Okay, so Yoho, I didn't see him defeat Moldorm. He may have saved it for later. Oh no, Yoho dashes through the water. You hate to see it. Okay, Yoho is doing Swamp. That's interesting. Yeah, there's a lot available to our runners now. Oh, I guess Yoho's just in go mode. That's all we needed for this seed. We did not need anything but bow. Bow is really Bow is exactly what both of our runners what we're looking for. And I didn't make that connection that was the only item that we needed. So now that both of our runners are, wait, hang on a second. Yeah, Malmo found it, right? Yeah. So both of our runners are in go mode. And so the next play is simply a matter of clearing dungeons. Malmo chooses Pod, Yoho chooses Swamp. I was surprised that Yoho went through Hera to get here. I thought he had, yeah, he unlocked it earlier, so I'm not sure why he was in Hera. I'm missing something. It might be obvious, but I'm not sure what it is. All right, so Yoho has already picked up that key. We'll just be using Specky Clip here to get through. Not sure why that one missed. Maybe it wasn't a full movement from the left wall. Malmo refills on hearts. And we'll be going to Helma. This is quite fun. It's really nice to see a seed where our runners aren't looking in a last location for go mode, the clear one dungeon. This is a go mode where they have 4 dungeons left. Really 5. And that is helped in part by finding Bo before doing Eastern Anpod and Upper GT. And by the way, Flippers and Bo were together, so they didn't have to split up that search at all. So who has the advantage here? I think Yoho might have the advantage since he didn't clear the basement like Malmo did. That's a tough call. What do you do? GT basement, or do you do Eastern Dark World? Looking for just the bow. And Yoho made the right call there. And by the way, Yoho will have a much easier time with Ganon. It could be a difference of 2 or so minutes, even, depending on how each of their fights goes. Yoho was able to find an additional bow, and Yoho picked up extra chests in Swamp, taking that chance to find Tempered. So that's really going to help him out. However, Yoho's now losing time on the Kiki. And there we go. He finds it. This is just a shortcut to get into Spectacle Rock Cave, which in itself is a shortcut to get to Pod. So I didn't see which chest the big key is in, but it was early. Meanwhile, Malmo is in Eastern looking for that big key. Oh, I'm surprised Malmo spawned the bottom of Stealthus, but that's okay. Oh, Malmo is searching for more safeties, and big chest gave us nothing. How much of Misery Mire does Malmo have done? Malmo has the big key and has cleared the dungeons, has found all of its items, but has not defeated Vitreous, so she'll still have to do that. right. So Malmo now equipped with a bow for her second Armos fight. And textbook. Meanwhile, Yoho is continuing. Was that a key dash? Yoho cancels the dash, though. I don't think it was a key dash. I look for those pixels, but it's hard to spot them when you land on them. I love this boss fight music for Yoho. Oh, what are we doing? We're using our sword. We've got tempered. It just takes 4 slashes to take down Helma. Almo's next dungeon will be Swamp. And Yoho will be going to Eastern now. So what does Yoho have left after this? Just the GT climb and Ganon. Meanwhile, Malmo will need to defeat Vitreous. And Desert as well. And a Specky clip for Malmo. Good setup. We have Diver down for Malmo. Very good. She's been pulling off these glitches very quickly. Nice to see that done without a sword spin. Alright, waterfall chest check. Just a piece of heart, unfortunately. Unfortunately, Malmo would have benefited from a check of the bomb wall, which has a tempered sword. Yoho found that on the way out of reverse swamp. And that's a risky check, but it worked out for him. Oh. Alright, Malmo going for sword out hook dashes. It's just one hook dash and then repeated hooks. And is she continuing on? Yeah. Or maybe she's just going for spins at this point. Oh yes, Yoho has silvers, so fast Armos fight. Oh, Malmo wanted additional fire rod shots, but Argus got away. But she cleans it up. And that, I believe, is Malmo's 5th crystal. She still needs to complete Desert and Mire. Meanwhile, Yoho is on his way to GT. So Malmo is approaching Mire from the southeast corner, which has this funny teleport and hop. And a nice GT clip for Yoho. Yoho is Right. So Yoho needs to find the big key. This is interesting. I actually don't remember which chest the big key is in. I know Malmo found it before the meetup room. Okay, so Yoho's doing DM route. And yes, yeah, if big key is in Hope Room, then he'll find it here. A key maximizing route, thank you, Tom. Yoho has 3 keys to use in the tower. Choose wisely. All right, so Malmo is going for AD Spooky. There it is. And by AD, I mean all dungeons, RMG speedrun. We like to use that method of spooky action. And it sets altitude differently than it does when we use the flute, as in NMG. All right, nice gauntlet so far for Yoho. So he goes for a dash down, but the lineup sent him into the BMOS. Okay, so Malmo using the cape to get through Vitreous. Very good. And let's see Yoho's setup for Silvers versus Landmo. Nice one cycle. Yoho continues up the tower, whiz 1. Malmo now has 1 more crystal. Interesting, she dashed to the left around Mire to get to Desert. I would opt for dashing to the right. It is a little tricky though, since we have to dash around all that plant life. Okay, Yoho can skip this key. Very good. And does he do anything? Yeah, he picks up the magic just in case. He has half magic, Silver's tempered. Magic's not too big of a concern, but better safe than sorry. He also has a fairy in a bottle, if I remember correctly. You can hookshot that door. I missed who hooked what door, but I'm guessing it was Malmo in the moving wall keypot room of Desert. Nice fight for Yoho. Aghanim is down already. Wipe out. No, we do not. Yoho's standing still, waiting for the cutscene. There is a cutscene skip we can do, saving about 4 seconds or so, but Yoho was not in position to do that, or just doesn't go for it. Alright, Tempered Silvers fight for Yoho. Meanwhile, Malmo is scaling the tower now. Okay, Yoho is in danger here, but I believe he does have a fairy. Here's one silver arrow for Ganon. Have 3 more. Nice triple. So Ganon is down for Yoho. GG's. Meanwhile, Malmo continues through Gauntlet. Oh, nice Gauntlet for Malmo. Oh, look at that. Nice one cycle with Fire Rod for Malmo. She fought up close and personal. And we are joined by the winner of the race. This is not Yoho. Congrats, Yoho, on the win.
Hey, thanks, Chet.
That was a rush. How did you feel about that seed and that bow and flippers, by the way?
I don't know. I think I could have seen it going against me there. Like, I spent a lot of time unlocking Hera, and that wasn't necessary because I got the hook shot immediately after. The thing with messing up the mirror and desert, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I don't know if I wanted to actually do my. It was awful, but it still cost me time.
Yeah. So how this went essentially was, oh, by the way, there's Ice Rod in Elma room. How this went was you both were doing everything the same up until Dark World. Malmo went counterclockwise along the Dark World, going to Skullwoods first, but she didn't have the advantage like you had with Hammer and level 2 sword and powder, by the way. And by the way, the mirror. And you were able to show off the mirror from Blind Cell. And check the pedestal, which...
Oh, I got so much lag running back. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I need fast ROM now. I swear.
In Master Sword pedestal?
No. The mirroring from Blind.
Mirroring from Blind. Yeah.
Yeah. I need fast ROM just to get through those rooms without like a million frames of lag.
That's
terrible. Right. I regretted it. I regretted it so much.
Yeah. Okay, we've got a Moldorm bounce from Malmo. Well done.
Nice.
Nice demo for the fans. Yeah, I know what you're saying about unlocking Swamp. And by the way, I thought you went through Hera 2 times to get to Swamp. Was that necessary?
That was not necessary. I could have gone through the Dark World. I would have had to super jump though, because I never got a glove.
Oh my gosh, that's right. You didn't get the glove. That was in.
So I was trying to think really quickly and just didn't think of what I should do in time. It was just like, I'll go to Hera. I know I can go there.
Yeah, that worked. Boy, yeah. So here's one major difference. Malmo did not go to East Dark World. Excuse me, Dark Death Mountain. She went to GT, and that, that slowed her down because she cleared GT basement and found gloves and mushroom. I
It
don't
was
think
definitely like a decision point there, and I just felt like going to Hookshot Cave before doing that and doing like Hookshot Cave, whatchamacallit, Super Bunny and Catfish. Like if there's something there, then you save so much time on GT, on having to go through GT.
Yeah, and it wasn't just something, it was two things.
Yeah. Well,
That's
it was
quite...
three things. It was two bows and a flipper.
Yeah, two bows, and Malmo missed out on one of them, not going to Super Bunny.
Uh-huh.
And you also have the advantage of Tempered, which you found from your random swamp checks.
Yeah, I was like, I might as well open them. Worst case scenario, it's the big key and I'm just turbo screwed, but
Yeah, I've never been punished that way, so seems worth the risk.
especially after opening the Hera big chest and getting the big key from there, I would have been so screwed. I would have had to go back to mine to open that chest.
And you both had fairies in a bottle. Did you make use of your fairies in a bottle?
Oh yeah, I died like crazy on Vitreous. Instead of just caping up, then I caped up. And finished the fight.
Gotcha. Did you remember that you had the fairy bottle since you were...
I remembered I had the fairy bottle. I was hoping to get I don't know, I was memeing, I guess. I kind of let my brain slip a little bit there.
Okay, gotcha.
Had a I don't know, a drifting moment.
Uh-huh. And any other thoughts on the seed, Yoho?
I think it was just a very fast seed. I kind of do like the fast seeds.
Yeah.
So...
It took me by surprise because I wasn't thinking about what we needed for go mode.
Yeah, not having to worry about the ice rod is nice.
Yeah.
Knowing, like, the Quake on the pedestal is kind of funny. I don't even know what TR was. I never even went on that screen.
Yeah, I don't think we saw that screen. Presumably it cannot be Quake because TR is a pendant.
Oh, yeah. Good point, Chex. Thank you. I mean, I never pay attention to TR medallion in this mode anyway. I'll go and do it and open the front if I have free. And, like, I'm go-moding TR, but otherwise...
Same.
I'm almost finishing up in the fanfare.
GG's to Malmo. Solid fight. And we are joined by Malmo. GG's Malmo on this seed.
Thank you.
And that was a hard-fought race.
Yeah. The seed was free. I didn't play it like it was free. I don't know how free it was for Yoho, but 111's a pretty good time.
Yeah, Yoho had the advantage of doing Dark World from a super drop starting at Height Cave.
Good. Yeah, you got all the goods down there. There's nothing upstairs. Nothing in the top half at all.
Well, there were a lot of hearts, and I kind of...
I got them all after doing the Fighter Sword Moth.
Oh, I needed it for Vitreous, but yeah, both really.
I double dipped Meyer because I went in with the Fighter Sword saying this is not happening. I'm just gonna do Swamp Unlock. I did some really silly, like, haunted by things I left behind routing around that area at the time, but it wasn't like 7 minutes worth. There was definitely a difference from probably execution. Oh, you had a sword.
Yeah, there was a sword in the front of Swamp that I opened in Meyer State.
Oh, the bombable wall.
Bombable wall.
That's where our bow was in the. I don't know. It was like was it our last race?
Was it?
It was one of the pickup races I did.
Oh, okay.
And an additional bow was on East Death Mountain.
That
Super
was
Bunny
my
Cave.
second. Well, go mode was bow and. Oh, on Super Bunny Cave. Oh, I'm mad.
Yep.
Nah, it's fine. Didn't matter. I wasn't even close to Ganon, so the time difference wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah. And obviously, a lot of the time loss was from GT Basement, finding gloves, going to Back of Escape. You also found Mushroom, but you didn't check Witch's Eye, right?
No.
Right.
That's impossible to get to.
I don't know how to get there.
Did you get to Go Mode Pod in Eastern?
Yes.
Okay, that was
They
like
were
my
good
only
go
advantage.
modes too.
They were really good Go Modes. I thought that was like, okay, this is
Yeah.
my chance. Is I got the worst GT of like, it's free to Go Mode, and I full cleared it. So my saving grace is that Pod is free Go Mode, and that you could go in there looking for Moon Pearl if you don't CAC W hard enough.
Yeah,
I
put it off long enough to have a bottle, so...
I'm noticing you only have one bottle. That's your Moon Pearl.
Yeah.
You don't have that bottle, you don't have Moon Pearl.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I can't be too sad about a 119 in a race.
Yeah, well played from both of you.
In isolation, it was fine. If I was playing in async and I was the first person to put a time on the board, I'd feel pretty good about it.
Yeah.
Which is how I felt about the No Logic finals. You got like a 104, and I was like, I've gotten one of those in my life. There's no competing with that. I was happy with the time I got. Or would have got if I hadn't hard locked on Ganon.
And any other thoughts on the seed?
I mean, this is the end of the tournament for me. But
yeah, it's the end of the line.
I feel terrible.
No, it's fine. That's what tournaments are.
Yeah. That is what tournaments are.
I'm normally the person that just gets to lose, though. So
no. I get to restream the race between you and... I mean, there's a whole bunch of people on this list, but Mr. Beyer is one I'm looking forward to seeing. He's 1-1 with 2C. And that's your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Malmo also played the Brain Lord MSU pack, which might be a preview of what you'll be streaming soon.
Yeah, I'll be doing a casual replay of this game that nobody knows about. I'm playing it so you don't have to. Because I've been pestering all of my friends to play it, and now they don't have to because they can just watch me play it.
But yeah, thanks, Chex, for doing comms. I had heard word from Tam that they were going to show up, but I'm going to say that Tam really let us in. Right here now. If they're listening, or wherever they are out there.
They'll appear at someday, sometime.
Thanks to other Tom for tracking. Thanks, Malmo. It was a good match.
Yeah, good series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you both for racing. It was a lot of fun to commentate, and thanks again to Tom. So thanks all for watching. I'll sign off here. So we'll see you next race. Have a good one.